One of the great blessings of our Christian tradition is the rich legacy we have of men and women over the centuries who have been great guides in the spiritual life. You can think of St. Anthony in the desert, St. Teresa of Avila, St. John of the Cross, St. Bonaventure, St. Benedict, St. Francis of Assisi. All these great saints who devoted their lives to teaching others about how to grow as a spiritual person. It's always amazing to me that some of these great spiritual writers of the past, some of their writings are 1,000 years old, and they're still textbooks in universities and seminaries. Imagine in this day when things get so dated so quickly that any graduate student in theology is studying the writings of saints that are 700, 800, 1,000 years old, and their writings are as relevant today as they were when they were written so many centuries ago. And one of the themes of spiritual writers is traced to this very gospel, this very difficult gospel to hear. It seems to rub against every notion we have of calamity, of parents turning against their children, children turning against their parents. Well, Jesus, of course, used extreme examples not to so much get caught up on the literalness of the words, but to hear what he is saying. And as the spiritual masters tell us in this gospel, Jesus calls us to detachment, that our life is a journey of letting go, making room for God, making room for God. And the more room we make for the Lord in our lives, the holier we become. Some things are easy to let go of, and other things, of course, are much more difficult to let go of. We can let go of some of the claims on our time so that we might pray more frequently or allow the Spirit to enter our heart more regularly. But then there are other things that are harder to let go of. The issues we might have of resentments of the past and anger and the difficulties we accumulate over a lifetime, letting go of some of the painful realities of our lives. You know, if we can allow the Lord to wash over our hearts with his love and mercy, we become a happier and more authentic witness. Today we are invited to think about the things that we need to let go of in order to make more room for God in our lives. What are the things that get in the way? The realities of pain and suffering or anger, resentment, or whatever it is, those are not of the Lord. And we must release them in order that the Lord may find a firmer root in our hearts. Growing in the ways of detachment is a lifelong journey. The spiritual masters speak of it as a lifelong commitment to looking at what is it that's keeping me from having a deeper relationship with Christ. And the more we can let go and allow the Lord to take over, the happier we will be as people, the more authentic we will be as a Christian follower. So today we pray on this beautiful summer morning for the continued energy to grow in our faith, to resist temptation and evil, to not allow greed and material things to get in the way of our spiritual lives, so that our hearts will never take for granted how much the Lord loves us, loves each and every one of us, and desires an ever closer relationship with us.